All right, this reading is for Aries. It's a love reading for the month of May. I'm going to be using the One World Tarot as our main spread, and then clarifiers from my Grimalkin deck and this Enchanted Lenormand Oracle deck, which is great for getting into specifics. The love readings can be a little more specific, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. I'm just going to add one clarifier from the Grimalkin deck for this sort of resolution area. All right, Aries. So I think in this case, there's sort of two groups of people here. And it's really interesting. One is very content where they are right now in their love situation. Um, the other may actually be reconciling with an ex partner, or they would have just recently made up with their partner. So I'll sort of go into both. For those of you that are currently in a partnership or you're just very content with your love life right now, um, Nine of Cups is about that very much just I'm happy where I am. I'm just in a good place. You can see this guy looks very content. Um, King of Cups is a really great partner to me. They represent the a very stable partner and someone who's calming. Us anxious folks, that's what we definitely look for in a partner. So really, just very positive main themes in terms of love. Ten of Wands, it's funny, I think it was Leo maybe also got this card. And yes, it can represent stress in a relationship, but I think right now in the world in general, there is a lot of stress. So this is sort of representing to me just the everyday things that can affect us, work stress, financial stress, and sort of taking that home to your partner. So maybe just a call out from the tarot cards to be conscious of what you're bringing into your partnership. Try to keep that partnership separate from the stresses of the world so that that can be your sacred space and it can stay cheerful and joyful. So this is where it gets fun is the Six of Cups can represent reconciling. So maybe you and your partner had a fight and you've made up. That could be it. But for some of you, I do think there actually is some flirting going on, some sort of new romance because this Lenormand card represents romance and flirting. Um, and so keep that in mind. If you are reconciling with someone, this card can represent a little bit of a warning to just make sure um, you're not repeating something that has already been fleshed out and not worth your time for whatever reason. It can also represent maybe some intimacy problems. So keep that in mind if that seems to resonate with you. If that was an issue with that partner before, you know, that's not likely to change. Keep in mind the things that, with people that can change and what maybe won't change. And so try to make your decisions off of that is sort of what I'm feeling from the cards here. And again, everyone's situation is different, so this may not apply to you at all. The Page of Cups, um, for those of you that are content in a partnership, this represents being just in awe of your current situation, very at peace. Um, for those of you that maybe are reconsidering things with someone, this can represent you now having this new perspective of this partner that you didn't have before. So maybe you took a break from someone and now you really appreciate them in ways that you didn't before. So it can just represent that newness and seeing things in a different light. Um, Really cool card as your clarifier from my Grimalkin deck, the Two of Wands, and this represents making new plans in love. So, whatever the case, I think whether you have a partner or not, make some plans. That sounds like it's sort of a suggestion from the cards. And then, yeah, don't let the stresses of the world affect this beautiful thing, because as human beings, love is one of the things that really keeps us going, even when things are really hard. So protect, those really sacred relationships that are good for you. And if a situation does not feel safe or does not feel like it aligns with your heart, then of course protect yourself. And we always, for the Tarot Girlies, we put support resources in our show notes. So definitely check those out if you feel like you're in a situation where you could use some help. But yes, great reading, Aries.